Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? We have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. Are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet. In February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention. I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that.
Well, I think if you go back and look at what the Attorney General said in that interview, which was on your network, on Fox News. Go ahead.
John Roberts said, DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen? And she said, it's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Yes, she was saying the entirety of all of the paperwork, all of the paper in relation to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. The Trump administration is committed to truth and to transparency. That's why the Attorney General and the FBI Director pledged at the President's direction to do an exhaustive review of all of the files related to Jeffrey Epstein's crimes and his death. And they put out a memo in conclusion of that review, and they provided the results of that. That's transparency.
Can you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape?
The video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night. And that's it on Epstein.
This is a 100-year catastrophe. It's just so horrible to watch.
Texas was just absolutely so badly hurt by something that was a big surprise.
Everyone here at the White House, including the President of the United States, is praying for the victims' families and friends during this unimaginable time. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem traveled to Texas over the weekend, and the entire Trump administration is working hand in glove with state and local officials to provide every assistance available.
I had walked through the cabin where all the little girls died, and I had kind of fallen apart in there, but I walked out of the cabin, and a gentleman was standing there, and he said, that man over there needs a hug. And so I walked over to him, and I hugged him, and I said, do you work here? And he said, no, my little girl was in that cabin.
Unfortunately, in the wake of this once-in-a-generation natural disaster, we have seen many falsehoods. Blaming President Trump for these floods is a depraved lie, and it serves no purpose during this time of national mourning.
Are you investigating whether some of the cuts to the federal government left key vacancies at the National Weather Service or the Emergency Coordination?
You look at that what a situation that all is, and that was really the Biden setup. That was not our setup, but I wouldn't blame Biden for it either.
I want to present to you, Mr. President, the letter I sent to the Nobel Prize Committee. It's nominating you for the Peace Prize, which is well-deserved, and you should get it.
Thank you very much. This I didn't know. Wow. Thank you very much. Coming from you in particular, this is very meaningful. Thank you very much.
President Trump and I have a common goal. We want to achieve the release of our hostages. We want to end Hamas rule in Gaza. We want to make sure that Gaza does not pose a threat to Israel anymore. President Trump wants a deal, but not at any price. I want a deal, but not at any price. Everything else that you hear and are being briefed on is folly. It's about as accurate as the reports that you had before the Iran war, about the great tension between us, about the great disagreements between us. And I say, when will they ever learn?
Last week, the Pentagon paused some shipments of weapons to Ukraine. Did you approve of that pause?
We wanted to put defensive weapons because Putin is not treating human beings right. He's killing too many people. So we're sending some defensive weapons to Ukraine, and I've approved that.
So who ordered the pause last week?
I don't know. What did you tell me?
For the second time this year, Secretary Hegseth haphazardly canceled the shipment of vital weapons that Ukraine needs in its war for survival against Vladimir Putin. And for the second time this year, his decision was eventually walked back by the president. What the heck is going on at the Pentagon?
That decision, unfortunately, was mischaracterized. It was a pause pending review on a handful of specific type munitions to ensure that we had sufficient stockpiles.
We're not happy with Putin. I'm not happy with Putin. I can tell you that much right now, because he's killing a lot of people. And a lot of them are his soldiers. We get a lot of bull thrown at us by Putin, for you want to know the truth. He's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless.
We have some very exciting news to announce that today we have started a new no shoes policy. TSA will no longer require travelers to remove their shoes when they go through our security checkpoints.
My administration is committed to strengthening our friendships in Africa through economic development efforts that benefit both the United States and our partners. And we're shifting from AID to trade. We had AID, or aid as we sometimes call it, right to trade.
We want to work with the United States in peace and security within the region, because we are committed to that. And we just want to thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you, and such good English, such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where? In Liberia?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting. It's beautiful English.
Sure.
I have people at this table can't speak nearly as well.
Very
and
good,
they,
sir.